Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another video. Today I did accomplish a really big goal. It is a milestone. I would still say it's a very big goal, but it's just a small account. This was the first time that I started jumping in the world of props because I don't really do any prop firms at all. You can see that I made a few rules specifically when I was trading my prop. So I started this account. I bought it on 8/14/2025. And I gave myself a 90 days target because every single time if I have new goals in my life and I know it is a milestone, I know 5K may be a little bit for you guys, but hey, it is little, it is a small funded account, but it's the fact that you're able to get consistency and was able to get payout can actually mean a lot of things. I gave myself a few rules, and the rules was this was gonna be the roadmap, a 3 months 90-day target. Just real quick right here. This is my motto. Billionaires have a goal of 90 days. Only 5% of traders end the week in profit. I started giving myself a 90-day goal. So you can see that the first month, we're pretty much aiming for phase 1 to pass. And the second month, which was have it funded already, right? So on August 14, technically phase 1 and have funded by 9/07. And we want to be getting a payout on 10/07. And my rule specifically for this was only 2 losses max per day. I have 2 bullets to use, right? Break even does not count. That means I still have another extra bullet. And this one saved me so many times, which was 2RR target, because based on my system, the 2RR is very, very good. And every time I always tell myself, wait, what if I try to trade a little bit more? I just look at this. It says no F. So there we go. I tell myself, okay, no F. Right, but here's what actually happened. So for phase 1, we passed it a little bit in 1 week, and phase 2 was the big hurdle for me because this was more into a psychological problem now. Because I realized, I'm like, oh crap, dude, I passed phase 1. I think I can try to pass phase 2. But what ended up happening was my system was working, but the problem was psychology because I was being too excited already. I was constantly looking at the chart, even on sessions I'm not supposed to trade. Yeah, that was a problem. That was a problem how it took me so long. But even though we kind of deviated, my goal was on September 7. I didn't get frustrated. I did not get on September 7. That was just a target. I did not hit the target. So I'm like, oh, dude, I'm actually, how many days is that? That's like 8 days. That's like 1 week more than when I'm supposed to pass. So what ended up happening, once I passed September 15, I got the account 4 days later. There's 2 days risk management testing and another 2 days for onboarding. And there we go. We have another goal for our payout on 10/07/2025. And if we can just kind of just jump to the charts real quick right here. Okay, so jumping the charts right here, I'm sure that you can technically see all these other accounts right here. And I've made another video for that. So if you haven't seen that video, I'm not sure if I posted that yet. But if I did, you can press this one. But if it's not out yet, that means it's still pending. So the one that we want to be focusing over here is this 2 accounts. So you can see this one right here. Let's see if I'm recording. Okay, for this one right here, you can see that my win rate was not the best, but I really stuck to my RR. You can see my average win sits at $80 and my stop loss was around $44. Now, I did not pass this with flying colors, right? Not as much flying colors because it's me like pretty much getting used to PropFirm. Like for me, the thing about me is when I jump into something new again, I don't fully go all the way out and go 100K. You know, I want to build it up slow, and eventually pay the profits of me building the small accounts to pay for the bigger accounts. That's my goal pretty much. The 25Ks, all the money I'm making from 25Ks for the payouts, I'll be using that to be buying the 100K and to be max allocated before 2026. That is my goal. Now, we are currently September, so yeah. From this, we have win, and then we lost around $100. We lost over 2% for this. And in the final trading day, we won over $400 for that trading day, and that passed phase 1. And we passed it in a span of 1 week and 2 days. So we're going to be jumping on to the next one, which is pretty much the phase 2. And the problem with this one right here is I did not really stick to my 2RR rule because there are times where I was telling myself that this may look good to trade. This might look good to hold more than 2R. Because I know I have a thing over here that says no F, but it did not really apply to me the first week. It started applying a little bit around here already. When I told myself like, dude, what are you doing? Like, you were able to get
you pass phase 1, you stuck to something, you should do that again, right? So that was the thing that I was trying to do right here. So you can see Tuesday, like some minor win. Wednesday, 2R. Target was 5%, 6%, and then loss, win, 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 win. I was so close. By the way, this one, I could have passed here, by the way, if I stuck to my 2R, but I did not stick to my 2R. Like I broke that plan and I hit a loss instead. So stupid. Now, this one again, break even day. And now, the final day, we won big here. And I know it took a while. Like, it took a while, bro. This went on for two, how many weeks? 1, 2, 3, 4. It took me 4 weeks. It's almost a month to technically pass this. Because this one right here, I started applying the 2R rule. You can see that it's probably, you see this $100, $100, $100. I was already done. But you can see from this one, right here, crazy loss, bro. Like, losing streak, minor win, minor break even, minor big win, and then loss again. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is really insane because you can see that we dropped. Look at the curve, guys. On August 22, 4,558, and the max loss I can have is 4,500. Dude, think about it. I'm $50 away from losing, and that's almost, I'm 1% away from losing. Now, what I did here is I snapped myself. I looked myself in the mirror. I remember when I woke up, went to the toilet, stared at myself in the mirror. I told myself, like, dude, like, if you're not gonna fix this thing, you're not gonna be opening a new chapter in your life, which is venturing the world of props. Like, you gotta throw them away like your bad habits. It's a little things. It's really the little things. And remember, if I'm talking to you about this one, if I can fix this mentality in the 5K account, I can pretty much handle 100K. I can pretty much handle 300K. I always viewed it as if it's a percentage game. So I told myself over here, I'm like, dude, I'm like all the way down right here, and I can mess it up one more time. I can tell myself, like, fuck it, just fuck this account and just throw it away and buy another 5K. Like, I could probably do that, but I told myself, like, dude, this is pretty much when the universe is testing you, if you actually deserve it or not. I actually believe that. I've been a really big believer of when you're doing something, you're very consistent with something, and suddenly you're hit with a big roadblock, and you start questioning yourself. You're like, dude, should I still keep doing this? That roadblock is a very big deciding factor whether the universe will give it or not. It's like the universe is legit testing you if you deserve to get that. And if you stuck onto it, just keep on going. The universe will technically say, okay, was able to get through the hurdles, I will give that to him. The power of manifestation, the power of belief, how strong your mind is, and everything. And I'm very thankful for the man above as well. Now, with this in a way, I told myself, dude, I gotta lock the fuck in, because what am I doing? So what ended up happening here is I started to trade much better. You can see I did not trade for how many days? It's almost 1 week. And then I started risking like as low as 0.3%. And I gotta make sure everything was good. So this was exactly what happened. Win, and then like this. Now I had a series of just consolidating here for a good time. You can see this was starting on August 30. And this one right here on August 30, this was a big test for me, man, honestly. Because I've had times where I could have been in 5K. Like if I stuck to my 2R only, I would have been way past the drawdown already. Like I would have been in break even. But I kept telling myself, okay, hold it at 3R more, and ended up hitting my break even. I'm like, well, like if I just stuck 2R every time, I would have passed this sooner, right? And remember, guys, this is a learning lesson. I'll show you guys later on something good. Now, with this in a way, and then suddenly we passed it. Boom, we passed it. I'm very, very happy. We passed this on September 15. And that was exactly what I wrote over here in the board I was showing you guys earlier. And remember the thing I told you guys, my goal for funded is October 7. For goal for my payout. And we're currently on 9/25 right now, September 25. So I'm a little bit 3 weeks early before my payout. But there's a beauty thing. If you try to jump into my master's account, let's try to take a look right here onto the 2-step master. Look at this equity curve. What do you guys see? This is me sticking to my plan already. This is me. It's like a way for the universe to say like, okay, you're doing good. Just keep it at it. And yeah, look at this right here. Really, really good. And I don't have a red day yet. Like I'm very, very consistent. I'm very thankful. I'm very consistent, right? Just stuck to my plan. You can see that my RR right here is my losses are very low. And my average wins are like, I don't know, just like 4R, I think. But I always target 2R. And you can see right here, if you try to take a look into our trades, this one was a break even. This was a 2% risk. I won 4%. And this was gonna be a break even again, right? I was targeting 2R, but I realized that it did not hit my 2R. This was not my problem again. This was the problem with the fill. I did not get filled. How long? 7 minutes. I did not get filled yet. So my other accounts got filled, but this one I did not get filled. I'm like, oh, what's wrong? But it's okay. I kind of moved my stops. This was a break even. This was a 2R win, right? By the way, I'm risking 1% already over here, starting here. This is a 2R win. And this one was a 1R loss. And then I took another trade and I got a 2R win. This one was a problem, to be honest. I could have the lot size problem here. You know, I entered half the risk. I'm supposed to be risking 1%, but both of these are 0.50%, which equals to 1%. So once I'm done with this, I can request a payout very, very early. So let's try to go over here for the rewards. Let's do this. Request a reward. I can't believe let's see right here. This one. And payment method, we can just do crypto. So what I really plan on doing, I think I'm just gonna stop trading this. We're up 373. Under 373, you'll receive 288.40. I bought this account for over $40. That ROI is absolutely insane. And remember, guys, it is a numbers game. I don't care if it's only $200, bro. But what I care is the fact that I'm able to get this withdrawal on an investment that I created. No matter how small your ROI is, as long as you got your return of investment, that is still very good. A $30, I think there was like a $30 or $35 investment, and I made $288. That's over like more than 5x. And you just gotta be looking into it in percentage game. And now this is why I wanna be withdrawing this. I'll share you guys a little bit of thing, okay? Why I wanna be withdrawing this, even though it's only $300, because it's percentage. 7.5%, okay? 7.5% in 5K is around 373. But a 7%, let's say you get max allocation times 7%, that's 21 grand. It's just the power of pretty much just understanding your percentage game. Now, with this in a way, let me just show you guys a little bit of teaser. I pretty much have it a little bit on top right here, right? I wonder like if this video is out yet, but I took multiple accounts right here. Just try to unarchive this, because after I'm done with this 5K, I bought myself a 25K account right here. So you can see 5K, and then right when I was waiting for the onboarding process for this, I bought a 2-step regular. And this is what I mean when the universe is testing you, because this 2-step account, I finish right here. This 25K, I scaled up from 5K, I skipped 10, I jumped to 25. And you can see right here, in one trading day, I netted over, how many percent is this? But yeah, I kind of netted almost close to like 3% of the account. And on Monday, I finished my profit target. But I did not pass it yet because the minimum trading day is 3. So onto the third trading day, what did I do? I failed 0.14, which is just enter 0.01 lot to pass phase 1. And this is just me sticking to my rule now, like the 2RR rule. And now, onto the next step, practitioner account. You can see the very same day, I passed the account. So right when I got my phase 2, which was 16, onto my second step, you can see right here, I technically passed it in one day, following the 2RR rule, right? Dude, just so timing that I had so much setups this day. It all clicked, it all played out, and very successful. And for the next 2 days, these are just me entering 0.01 to get the 3 minimum trading days. And I got my master's account pretty much right here. I gotta be waiting for onboarding process, and we're currently down 0.2%, just hit break even there. And now the next one is, while waiting for the onboarding process, 4 days again, I bought another 2-step pro account because there's a minimum trading day of 1 day. So once I bought this, look at the practitioner, we finished this on 18. I jumped to the 2-step pro and I passed it again in one single day. And this was just me sticking to 2RR. Like, you can see this. I risked 2%, risked $500 to be making $1,000. And this one was risking 2% to be making, I think this was around 1.5R because I already passed either way. No reason to hold it more, right? No, 100% win rate. Very, very thankful. I'm really appreciative for this. And now I got the 2-step pro the next day, or the very same day. I got 4% in 1 day for Friday, and then the next week I passed 22. And then now it is currently onboarding for this 2-step pro account. You can see it's currently onboarding. I'm still waiting. It's under review for 14 hours. Hopefully by tomorrow I have it. but the two-step master account is already ready, and then this account right here is already ready. So I already have 2 live accounts. So I'm gonna be using the payouts for these accounts to be buying 100K. Now I don't want you to be leaving yet. I want you guys to understand something right here. I want you guys to understand something. Remember the hurdles I was currently facing here. And remember the thing I told you where life or universe itself gives you a lot of tests. And once you're able to get past that test, everything will go smoothly. And that was exactly what happened to me. Once you get the taste of winning and once you start taking out that bad habits out of the window and you start accepting these good habits, you're gonna keep on winning. So this is why I want you guys to understand that when you have bad habits coming in already, just toss them out. And I know it's very hard because you have to understand it's easier to be consistent with bad habits than with good habits. Now, I've always believed it takes 21 days to make it into a habit and 90 days to make it into a lifestyle. You know it's a mistake, but you still accept them. Then that's technically 21 days of bad habit, and that becomes a habit already. And once you're so used to the habit, 90 days of doing that becomes your lifestyle. Your bad habits is now your lifestyle. I gotta be honest with you guys right here. When I started passing everything here, which was the 25K onwards, this was when I started going to the gym. So all the way from this 25K all the way up right here, this was me already being consistent to the gym. I was never consistent with the gym. I swear, it helps you so much. You get really good discipline. Ladies and gentlemen, today is a day. The day where I hit a very important milestone in my life. And I'm willing to be able to share it with you guys. Today, I am going to be withdrawing my very first PropFirm payout. So now I'm going to my reward section. I'm going to be pressing this request reward and we're going to be selecting our account. So what we're going to be going is for our 2-step master account, this one right here. And you can see I have a 2-step pro, a 2-step regular master account that I'm going to be making a video as well for that. You can see my entire phase 1 to phase 2 and it all took an entire month. If you guys want to be checking that video out, it might come out from here, but if it's not there yet, that means it's still in development. You guys are kind of early right now. I'm going to fucking withdraw the entire amount. Like, fuck it. So it's 373, 96 cents can just stay in the broker. I'm gonna be using crypto. Damn, I'm really doing it, right? I'm gonna be entering my address right here. It's gonna be blurred out. I'm gonna accept everything. My bring home is 288. Request reward. Man, I haven't ever gotten this part yet. Okay, our payout has been requested. Dude, this feels amazing. And I'll be back once I already got it approved. Now we're back right here. You can see our payout is now perfectly processed. Let's take a look over here. Very beautiful certificate. It is actually verified as well. And I know you guys are gonna be telling me that, guys, it's only $298. Like, you can probably work in 9 to 5 and get that easily, like work in McDonald's, right? But you have to understand, this is actually a proof of concept. Once you start getting the feeling of your very first PropFirm payout, for me, for example, what I'm feeling right now is you will start thinking and you will rewire your entire brain that it is actually possible to be making money in trading with prop firms. And guys, this is only a percentage game. Remember, I am trading a 5K account. So remember what I mentioned at the start, I always treat prop firms as if it's a business. So let's try to take a look into this certificate right here. You can see that my ROI sits around 900% because I bought this account for only $30 and I was up 7.5% minus the split, minus the fees. I brought home over 900% ROI. And remember guys, it is always a percentage game. This is the beginning of my entire PropFirm journey. I have already now rewired my brain that it is possible to be making $100,000 with prop firms. I do also post my analysis in my free Discord. If you want to check that out, link's gonna be in the description down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for the 25K. That one is gonna be a much more insane video. Cheerio. Bye-bye.